So when you think about how close Mexico is, it's so close in proximity here, a little over an hour and a half we can go into that country, but it's an entirely different world. Really, the culture. So for me, it's very exciting to be able to learn and be so close to understand two different countries without having to travel to get on the airplane. So to me, today it's really a treat to be able to hear firsthand from them and be able to have them express to you all the different ways. And that's what I'm really excited about today is the 7 spheres of influence, whether or not Gaio gets into that today, but how we can, as a church, not just look at things from a single dimension, that we can look in many dimensions of how we can reach outside of the church, to reach in economic ways, to reach socially, in business, and career opportunity, and architecture, in arts, and when we think about education, all of those things are spheres of influence. So broaden your scope, your mind today as you listen. And Elizabeth?
Can you hear me, guys? Yeah? How are you guys doing? Are you really good? I'm good. I'm really happy to be here. You guys are an amazing church. For real. Worship team. Nice. Nice. Nice work. Who enjoyed the worship today? That was really cool, huh? Nice. Well, we're very happy to be here. This is my wife, Elizabeth, or Ellie. She's the one who makes our marriage beautiful, as you can see. She's amazing. We are married for the last 42 days.
All right.
Yes. We're very happy. Yeah, so.
We just are so blessed to be here. When I started talking with Pastor Mike, I don't remember when it was. It was a lot of months ago. Yeah, I was telling him about our busy summer of getting married and all these things. But it's so funny, even in the midst of planning our weddings, and we had 2 weddings, one in Mexico and one in Illinois, where I'm from. We were still so excited for this opportunity, and I can't believe we're finally here. And can't wait to meet all of you after the service. And yeah, we're just here to share our hearts with you and what the Lord has put on our hearts. But what we really want you guys to take away from this is what is the Lord putting on your heart. And we want to encourage you as a church as well. And God is going to talk more about that. But yeah, we're so blessed to be here.
Yeah. And something we really like to work together in everything that we do. So what if we do something special today? You want something special? Yeah? Okay. So this is what we're going to do. She's an amazing translator. So you're going to have the amazing opportunity to hear a preach or a sermon in Spanish. Is that okay for you? Yes. Nice. You guys are amazing. You guys should invite me more often. So, yeah, so I'm going to be speaking in Spanish and she's going to be translating in English. Is that okay for you? Yeah. Great. Because I have like a year and a half speaking in English. She's my teacher. And yeah, it's before Ellie and after Ellie with my language. So if I say something wrong, please have a little bit of grace with me. Okay? Because my word sometimes is like a little funny, but it's not my fault, let me tell you, that is her fault. Because when I'm saying something in English, like, oh, I'm just speaking in English, and then she starts laughing. You're like, what's up? What is it wrong? No, nothing, just keep going. And it's like, okay. And then when I'm speaking with someone, it's like, it's not that one. It's this word. And it's like, oh, she never told me. And I come with her and it's like, why you never told me? And it's like, oh, it's because you look pretty cute. Saying this word. And it's like, okay, thank you so much. So it's her fault. Okay? Bueno, empezamos.
All right, let's start.
¿Quién habla español aquí?
Who speaks Spanish here?
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
lots of people. I don't need to be true.
Bien, bien. Mira, nosotros venimos yo soy de Tepic, Nayarit, México.
So I'm from Tepic, Nayarit, in Mexico.
¿Alguien conoce por allá?
Does anyone know Tepic?
¿Son de allá?
Are you guys from there? No.
Ok, perfecto, bien. ¿Conocen de allá? Está cerca de Puerto Vallarta.
It's kind of near Puerto Vallarta.
Sí, está bien bonito y todo.
It's super pretty.
Ella es de Chicago.
I'm from Chicago.
Y Y pues nos conocimos en una organización misionera que se llama Juventud con una Misión.
And where we met was in a Christian missions organization called Youth with a Mission.
Esta organización empezó como en 1960
It started in like 1960,
por un fundador que se llama Lauren Cunningham.
and the founder's name is Lauren Cunningham.
En la actualidad, esta organización o bases
Like in reality, like this missions organization and these bases,
está alrededor de 192 países.
they're in over 192
Maybe.
countries.
Y hay alrededor de 1.200 bases.
And there's like 1,200 bases all over the world.
Y una de esas bases es en la que estamos nosotros,
And one of those bases is where we are.
que se llama Juventud con una Misión San Diego.
It's called Youth with a Mission San Diego Baja. Yeah, and with specifically Youth with a Mission San Diego Baja, we have 3 different operating locations. We have our offices in San Diego. We have one mission space in Tijuana, which is where we are at. And then we have one other one in Ensenada, which is like an hour south, and down to Baja a little bit more. And I'm just going to share a little bit in brevity, what we do in Tijuana specifically, because every single base all over the world is its own missions organization. Yes, we have the name YWAM, we have the name Youth with a Mission, but every base is so specific in what the Lord is calling them to do in their specific location, in their specific country. Because how you do ministry in Mexico isn't how you do it in India or in the States, so every base is a little different. And so in Tijuana, we have very specific ministries for the location where we're at. One of the ministries that we have that's especially close to my heart is called Zone Kids. We go to Tijuana's red light district, which is famous. I'm sure you've all heard of it. So we'll go to the red light district in Tijuana and we go to a park. We've been going there for about 6 years now. And we basically just play with the kids and we have a program. And we teach the kids how to have values. We just teach them how to be a light in their community and how to share the love of Jesus and also just discipling them. And this recently, the Lord has started putting on the hearts of the leaders of this ministry, Zone Kids, to grow. And He has given us the opportunity to possibly buy a community center, which is right across the street from the park where we've been meeting. And this would just give us a huge opportunity to grow the ministry. So if you think of it, you can be praying for Zone Kids because we really feel as staff on this ministry that it's time to be growing more. For 6 years, we've just been meeting in the park, which is awesome and great. But now we feel like it's time to take that next step and have this community center where we can have moms and kids and youth and just grow the ministry and have computers and music lessons and things like that. And the Lord has just been giving us so many opportunities, so we just really feel, oh, it's time to grow. And so we're super excited for that. So that's Zone Kids, that's a ministry that I've been working with. We also have ministries where we work in the communities. And one of the reasons that we started working with Pastor Joe in Playa Libertador, which is the little neighborhood that he's in, was because we wanted to be working with the families in the communities. And recently we just started a music school outside of his church, where we have some of our staff from YWAM come and they teach the local youth and the local kids about music. And also with Pastor Joe, he expressed the need, we really want more of our youth to play in our worship. And so Gaia loves music and he said, oh, I think I know the perfect guy for you, because we had a friend who just had a huge passion for music. So now he's been training up those youth in Pastor Joe's church and the youth all around the community, just in guitar and piano, and the Lord has just been providing in that as well. We also have a soccer ministry. We have a huge, beautiful, amazing God-given soccer field on our base, and it's so beautiful. It's turf, and there's lights and everything. So we have a soccer ministry that we do on Thursdays and Fridays, right? Or is it just Thursday? Yeah, where the youth come from the different areas, and buses and different churches come, and we just play soccer and disciple the kids through soccer. We're also starting a ministry with, like, the soccer ministry, but with skateboarding. We have a new staff that had a passion for that, and they built their own ramps and things like that. And so I just love how Pastor Mike always talks about being creative with ministry, and I really feel like the Lord is creative. I mean, look at the world that He created. He's the most creative being. And I think that part of His character we just really wanted to take, and we have so many amazing friends and amazing partners in ministry that are just so creative in what they want to do, because there isn't one mold of how to reach other people. There's so many different pastors and we're all so different. And then the final thing that we do a lot with YWAM San Diego Baja is we have a lot of schools and we have training. Part of YWAM's DNA is to know God in your heart and in your mind, and to make Him known, and then go out into the communities, go out into the nations, and share about the Lord. And so we have really high value in training, and training in the Word, training in discipleship, training in the community. So we have 4 different schools that we run. There's the Discipleship Training School, which is the basic main school you have to take to be staff or to work with YWAM. It's a 5-month program, 3 months of intense discipleship training, just knowing the Lord, like who is He, what has He called me to do, who am I to God, things like that. So for 3 months you learn in a classroom, and then for 2 months after that you go out into the world and make God known. You know Him, and then you make Him known. And so that's one of our schools that we have. We have a 9-month intense Bible school. Every time I see new students come, I'm like, oh my goodness, you are on a huge ride. 9 months of studying the book. How many times do they read it? Maybe like 3 times? Studying the Word? More than that. They read through the Bible like 7 times or something crazy like that. And it's intensive, and every week they're going through a different book of the Bible. And it's just so amazing to see the transformation of the Word in their lives. And then we also have a school for after you do the Bible school called the Titus Project, where you learn how to teach what you've learned. And so that's amazing. We've been starting to partner with those students and saying, hey, come with us into the communities, come with us into the churches and teach these people what you know. Because after you study for 9 months the Word, I feel like all you can do is just share what you've learned. It's so much knowledge, amazing knowledge. And then we have one other school which Gaio completed last year. It's called the Community Development School. And it's a school where you learn and you're given tools on how to reach communities in an effective way. Learning about culture and learning about how to enter into a community where you don't know anybody, and just giving you tools on how to reach different people in that way. So, yeah. Yes, and then there's one more that we're just starting to work with a little bit more too. It's called Mission Adventures, and it's where youth groups come. So if any of you guys want to ever come down, we have an opportunity for short-term missions. We have tons of youth groups, tons of church groups come down all through here, just for maybe like a week or 10 days, and we basically just let you experience how it is to be a missionary for that time. Go to orphanages, we build a home, we go to churches and minister, homeless shelters, go into the streets and do prayer walks and things like that. So that's called Mission Adventures, and that was a ministry that was started outside of our base many years ago, and now it's all over the world, and it's so amazing to see what the Lord can do in the short amount of time. Short-term missions is awesome, and it just really changes your heart and the hearts of the people that come. So, and then we have, so the main ministry that Guy and I are going to be talking a little bit about is the ministry that we work with. It's called Homes of Hope, and it's our biggest ministry on our base. It was started in 1990, and it's been going for 26 years, and it's where we build homes for the poor. And Guy and I work very closely with this ministry. We go through the process with the families and how they can qualify for homes. We work with the teams that come and build the homes, and it's something that's so close to our hearts. So we're going to be sharing a lot about Homes of Hope and what the Lord is doing through that ministry.
Sí, estas casas que nosotros construimos, las construimos en 2 días.
So the homes that we build in 2 days.
Miden alrededor de 16 por 20.
They're about like 16 by 20.
Y la situación en la que están estas familias ahí, la situación en la que viven las familias.
And all the situation that these families are living in Tijuana.
Imagínate de todo el sur de México y todo el sur del continente americano.
So if you just think about like all of Southern America and all of Southern Mexico.
Personas que están buscando el sueño americano o un mejor futuro.
All these people, they're thinking, oh, I want the American dream, I want a better future.
Que se piensan venir a los Estados Unidos cruzando por el desierto o alguna manera.
They think, okay, I want to cross into the United States, so I'm going to travel through the desert to get there, or to go over the border, or through another way.
Hay cientos y cientos y cientos de personas que tratan de cruzar todo el día.
There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of families that are trying to cross every day.
Y muchos de ellos son agarrados por la policía, ¿no?
And a lot of them get caught.
Y lo que hacen es dejarlo en la frontera de Estados Unidos y México.
And what they do is they just leave them right at the border.
Nosotros vivimos en la ciudad de Tijuana,
And so we live in Tijuana,
en donde hay muchísimas personas viviendo sin nada,
where there are so many people that just live with nothing.
que tratan de cruzar, gastan todo su dinero y pues pierden todo.
They try to cross, and when they cross, they lose everything.
¿Y qué es lo que hacen? Pues ellos se quedan viviendo en la ciudad sin nada.
And so what do you do when you're living in a city and you don't have anything?
Ellos tratan de buscar pequeños trabajos
They look for small little jobs,
y empiezan a construir sus vidas en esa ciudad,
and
¿no?
they start to just try to build their life in that city.
Este ministerio, Casas de Esperanza,
So this ministry that we have, Homes of Hope,
está enfocada en ese tipo de familias que han perdido todo, que no tienen nada.
our focus is on these families that have just lost everything and they're trying to build up their life.
Y poderles construir y ayudar a poder tener un mejor futuro, ¿no?
And so we'll want to help them build a new life and have a better future.
Entonces, ¿a cuánto le gustan los videos?
So who likes videos?
Sí, a todos. Tenemos un video especial de una familia que nosotros amamos mucho.
We have a special video for you guys about a family that we love so much.
Esta familia se llama la familia Ochoa.
This is a family and they're called the Ochoas.
Entonces,
So you guys can start the video.
Nosotros, cuando llegamos, pues realmente todo se pierde. Solo era el cuartito de madera. Entonces, el primer día que yo llegué, la verdad, yo no sabía qué hacer, pero lo más importante es que mi esposo y yo nos queremos mucho y queremos a nuestros hijos.
Yo todos los días salgo a las 7 de la mañana. Trabajo de guardia de seguridad. Mi trabajo está aquí cerca, como a 2 kilómetros más o menos. Y pues me toca descansar solamente los días viernes. Es el único día que yo puedo estar aquí con mi familia. Tratamos de convivir en la noche, pues lo que más se pueda, porque es muy poco tiempo el que estamos juntos. Esperemos que nuestra situación pues se mejore un poquito más para estar más tiempo unidos, para platicar más con mis hijos.
Como ya no teníamos dinero, fui a las obreras a pepenar basura, o sea, a juntar ropa, a juntar verdura averiada. Y ahí me di cuenta de todas las personas que están viviendo como yo. Van a la basura a levantar los juguetes y otros niños tiran a levantar ropa, levantar verdura, fruta. Yo la primera vez tenía mucha vergüenza, yo no sabía cómo iba a hacerlo, pero yo nada más le pedí a Dios que me ayudara, porque todo era por ellos, por mis dos vidas. Porque yo no quiero en un futuro ver a un hijo drogadito, yo quiero ver a un hijo preparado. Y quiero que cuando él esté grande se sienta orgulloso de mí y que se dé cuenta ahorita la realidad de la vida, que si él no se acerca a Dios, las cosas pueden irse de otra forma.